This is the living room, kitchen area. Couch that folds out, a nice big table for eating at. And the whole idea here is the windows really open up to the outside. So you see the deck, you see the outdoor space. This really is part of the indoor space. And then you have the beautiful views out to the gardens. And this really gives you the illusion that you have this huge amount of space. And in fact, you're living in a very small footprint. And we can do the kitchen layouts where you've got an L, or if this was a longer structure, you can do a small island. This can be expanded in a couple different ways to give you that extra space in the kitchen or in a bedroom. And people are now wanting to have their kitchen be the center of the house. And it has an indoor-outdoor connection. And everything's sort of oriented in this direction because the bedrooms are oriented in the other direction. And in a small structure, if you're pointing in different directions, you don't feel like you are close to that other side of the space. So this gives you that sense that you can be here and someone can be in the other end of the building, which is only about 15 feet away, but they're in a whole different room. Very efficient, more of a European style kitchen. So when you look down the hallway, this is really a pretty nice view, I think, because you've got the openness here. The windows across the top are a huge feature that we have in the modern shed structures, and it lets the light come in. This is facing south, so this is going to get that great light all day long, and this is a northern climate, so you really want to try to maximize the amount of sunlight you get in here. So this is a nice way to put things that you don't need.
This is Friday.
All right, let's take a look at the bathroom. This building is divided into two parts. You've got the kitchen and the bedroom, and in the middle you have all the utilities. So there's a stacking washer and dryer, and there's a sliding door here, which can just slide right over the top of that if you want to hide it. And then you've got your bathroom here. This structure has taller ceilings than we normally have. On the regular studio sheds, we use about an 8-foot high wall. This one has a 10-foot high wall. And it's going to be one of those mornings. Future storage, we have storage up above. You can put utilities up here. You can also put baskets, winter, summer clothes, etc. But what we're able to do here is there's a nice little pocket door. We have the little utility closet, water heater, and we have the floor heating. So this whole structure has the in-floor heating. It's actually the most efficient way to heat is using the floor heat. And the temperature really doesn't change much. And even during the summer, you open up the doors, you get the breeze in. It does not get that hot because we have the massive amount of insulation on the ceiling, and the walls are well insulated. And then the sun is up high enough, you're not getting the thermal gain. So it's really balanced out well. And so we really designed the larger structure to have the solar portion added onto it. And what you do is you have the panels on the roof, and it heats a water loop that then you can circulate into the floor. You can add and design and make these any way that you want, because you want to add solar power. It works out great. You want to add the solar heating for hot water. Believe it or not, in this northern climate, you can get up to 75% of your domestic hot water use heated by the sun. We've done things like the green roof options, where you can do the planted boxes on the roof. We do a lot of materials. They're FSC materials or recycled materials. Really configurable, lots of options. So this is the master bedroom. This is a pretty interesting room because there's a lot going on this end of the dwelling shed. The master bed, as it is, sits here and looks outside to the view in the corner. Behind the bed is a partition wall. And this does two things. One, it gives a little bit of color to the room. But two, it hides a bunk bed. So this is really set up for a family. This could also be set up where the bed slides all the way back to here, or you can have a little office back here. This can be a closet. I think it really shows the flexibility how you can take a single space like this and divide it up into a lot of different uses and not have to have 3 or 4 different rooms to do what you can only do or need to do in one room. And all of these structures are oriented so that you don't have a direct view to the other structure. In this case, you're looking out at the bamboo screen, and so you have the sense of being very sort of secluded and private and having your own corner and view to the outside. One thing, if you see on the end of these long corridors, is you've got windows. So what you want to do is when you look down the end of a corridor, you don't want to just sort of stop at a wall here. Your view just continues out into the garden. And it also is lined with sliding glass doors with screens. So during the summer, you can have these open and have the wind come in. And it really is a great experience. You can open up the doors on both ends of the structure and also get the wind and air coming through. And this goes right out to the main deck.